closest they are to gaining more silverware this season. But if they are to win tonight without the need for a penalty shootout, they'd have to score as many goals here this evening as they have done in their last 10 visits. This is Newcastle's first away game in defence of the trophy they won last March.
Yeah, there's been a lot made of, certainly last night and today, about Chelsea's approach, being 1-0 down, going to the Emirates last night. It'll be really interesting to see how Newcastle go about it as well. And obviously 2 goals behind.
Already Howe's asked for his team to impose themselves on this game. But at the moment, it's City who are starting on the front foot. And Kieran Trippier, who has to put the block in as Nico O'Reilly keeps things moving for the hosts.
Yes, yesterday after the game, Liam Rosini said I could have easily gone man-to-man press right
on centre stage. Second half underway. He was lurking as well. It's aimed in towards Jaden Wareham.
Side will do.
There goes Semenyo, wonderfully done. The 17-year-old to deliver the corner for Manchester City. Underneath them to do on a stage like this. McAdoo for Manchester City, winning it. As Reinders getting to it first, just ahead of Fitz. Haaland is lurking, and it does come his way. Reflected on the way behind. He was onto it so sharply you'd expect nothing less from Erling Haaland.
Well, that's always the one when you see that ball going in.
Manchester City, who have a relatively comfortable cushion, as
any actual this afternoon.
Or is Rodri. Turkey.
He was very assertive.
Bring it on for Semenyo.
As well.
He's been heavily involved early on, hasn't he?
When he's on the ball, he just looks so silky, doesn't he?
7,800 away tickets snapped up straight away. It was deflected behind almost as soon as it left his boot, as Manchester City looks.
The stadium's all changed, but extra sad.
Hillsborough in this competition. They've become a big part of their fine recent form. To Haaland. And it is in, surely. Cleared away from off the line, but it looked like it had gone over. It had. It's Max Alain. Only his second appearance in the Manchester City shirt, and he scored the opening goal of this cup tie. Well, Exeter will feel they had chances there to deal with the danger, but they couldn't quite escape. And the 7 times cup winners are ahead against their League One opponents already.
Well, I look at the start really, and the corner that comes in from McAdoo. I just thought there that Joe Whitworth should have caught the ball rather than tried to punch that ball away. But they've had several opportunities, you're right to say, to clear that ball away. There's a golden opportunity. There's another one. And you think that there with Whitworth, he gets the fingertip to it. He's trying to say that it hasn't crossed the line. Obviously the referee has got the watch. Niskanen can't do anything.
To win some silverware. With McAdoo fashioning a glimpse of goal for himself. Not quite able to trouble the target, but full of attacking intent to make his debut in midweek. And this was looking... Strong surge from him, covered good ground, for which they have committed plenty. And it goes threateningly, and it's saved. Let's go square for Rodri, who tries to return it to him. Rodri, but I'll take it quickly here. Reinders gliding through the gears.
The thing is, it's like everyone in the world knows.
And Jack Aitchison starting as well today. Back doing his defensive duty now. Antoine Semenyo for Erling Haaland. Denied by Whitworth. He has a little glance in the referee's direction as he went down, feeling he was prevented from picking up the pieces there. Woodhouse, the defender in question. Wareham has it here in a really promising part of the pitch. The course of this first half, Ryan Cherky to take this one. Fitzwater going up, that's unlucky, it's snuck in. And Manchester City have their 3rd goal before half-time here. Nathan Ake is the one taking the celebrations from his teammates, taking their acclaim. He was the one on the end of the corner, but again, Exeter so frustrated at the way that it went in.
Well, once again, I have to look at the goalkeeper. I mentioned before, he's not the tallest of keepers. And maybe this is something that Pep Guardiola has seen. when this corner comes in, you got Semenyo trying to block him, but again, he's got to be bigger and stronger than that. And then when we see that ball just going over the head.
Plenty backing the penalty area.
Yes, you mentioned about Donnarumma being... And then all of a sudden, Ederson is going...
He made a debut for the club whilst he was here.
And why not? Why not go for it?
Rochdale as well previously. He will take the free kick onto the head of... Cherki will get it back from the corner, back from Rico Lewis. And off the head of Mukasa and wide.
Yeah, good little bit of movement. Mukasa.
Incredible, isn't it? Cherki at the other end. Gate receipts. Here goes Semenyo, charging forward. Semenyo scores, slips it in, gets a goal on his Manchester City debut. He's set one up already at the start of this second half. He has hit the ground running since his move to Manchester was confirmed only yesterday. And that is 6-0.
Well, first and foremost, this is a great run from Semenyo. The ball was absolutely spot on. And I mentioned about Jack Fitzwater having such a great game in the first half. There's nothing he can do about it. It's all about the pace from Semenyo. Gets the timing right. And there he's one-on-one. And not many people will keep up with Semenyo. And all he's got to be doing is picking out the spot. There's the ball from Cherki into the path of Semenyo. But you have to say with Fitzwater, and you don't know about the long-term future of John Stones.
In position in their own penalty area. Jeremy Doku looking for obviously for Exeter. He started twice in National League South for Weston-super-Mare. But for Cherki. As far as Bernardo Silva, and a very deliberate attempt from Rico Lewis to try and find that far corner, and he didn't miss it by much.
No, he didn't, but
some glory of their own. Niskanen's ball in was a useful one. H's in League One, and part of the table that they occupy.
Then that they've got to look at.
Semenyo delivers first time, another one for Manchester City. They've made it 5. A little glance from Rico Lewis to check that the flag had stayed down. It had, and the fullback's got his goal, his first goal since last season's semi-final at Wembley in the FA Cup, and they stretch further clear.
Well, not a lot you could do about that in respect of Exeter City, defending-wise. You have to say, what a great ball that is from Antoine Semenyo. And the run from Rico Lewis is exceptional through the heart of that central area. He's more than delighted to nab a goal, but have a little look at this. Nice little 1-2 with Semenyo, and then puts that ball into a great area. We'll talk about the corridor of uncertainty, and that's exactly where it went. And all Rico Lewis has got to do is just hit the target. The pace is on the cross. It's a long journey, as I mentioned, down to Exeter. I find that Guardiola has been very respectful towards football, so I could have been there watching George Birch playing.
As you rightly point out, David, there is plenty of time really in the circumstances for that. Doku was in full flight. You can see that by the manner in which he went down and kept on rolling. And for the challenge on him, out comes the card.
Yeah, once again, you'd have to say, great.
No space for them here as it's helped in towards McGuinness. Helping it on towards Niskanen. Of his 9 previous campaigns at the club, including the last 3-4. Mukasa on the move. All sorts of space for Makedo to rattle in another one. And what a moment for him. Scores on his debut in senior football and makes this 9-0. Ryan Makedo right on cue. The goals keep coming. 4 in the first half, 5 now for Manchester City in the second, and it's the 17-year-old who's got his first goal for the club.
Yeah, as I was alluding to, that it was a little bit more quieter in the second half, but what a stride that is for Makedo. He'll be absolutely thinking about that all night. But it was the way that Manchester City just tore Exeter apart out the back. You can see again, losing possession, and then you have choices. You have